Whatever you do, however you do it, always put God first, and that's the only way you'll achieve your goals. That's the only way. Put God first, always. Hi, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Janae back with another video. So for today's video, we will be doing the 20 things that I learned in my 20s. I recently turned 30 years old, so I thought that this would be the ideal time to give you guys the 20 things that I've learned in my 20s. So let's go. So the first thing I've learned in my 20s is that we have to put God first. You have to put God first in everything that you do. You just have to put God first. And when I say put God first, I don't mean praying and not working. I mean praying and doing the work so that it actually works for you, so that He actually gives you what you're asking for. Because you can't just ask God for what you want and not do the work. That doesn't make any sense. You have to put in the work. You have to do the work. You gotta pray, read your Bible, and work, because that's the only way it's going to make sense. That's the only way you're going to get to where you need to be with Him. That's the only way that He's going to put forward what you're asking for. You have to put God first. Also, you got to do you. Like, believe in yourself, do everything that you dream of, all your desires, unapologetically. Like, unapologetically, just do what you love, do you, be true to yourself. So that's the first thing that I learned in my 20s, right? So the next thing I learned, which is number 2, is pay attention to your thoughts, because what you're thinking is what you attract. And that means positive and negative. So positively, you have to think positive for positive things to happen for you in your life. If you think negative, then your negative things are going to, bring negative stuff to your life, right? You have to dictate your actions. Your thoughts dictate your actions. So if you're thinking negative, then negativity is what you're going to attract. And if you're thinking positive, then positive things is what you are going to attract. Number 3 is timing has a lot to do with everything. Timing has a lot to do with everything. Sometimes it's your time. Sometimes it really is your time, and everything will work for you when it's your time. Sometimes we be like, asking for stuff, and it's not the time. It's not the time. And sometimes we ask for stuff and we get it right away because it is your time. So timing has a lot to do with everything. Number 4 is not everyone thinks the way you think. And that means just because I might think that the sky is blue, somebody else might come and say the sky is purple or darkish blue or light pink. So not everyone thinks the way you think, and it is not for us to try to make people think the way that we think. It's not for us to try to get people to do everything that we do. That's not our job. So timing has everything to do. Timing has everything to do with everything. Number 5 is silence goes a long way. And a lot of people might be, this one might be, kind of disagree. A lot of people might disagree with this one, but silence goes a long way. And a lot of people might think that silence also means consent. It doesn't. I don't think so. Silence does not mean consent. It doesn't mean, not because I'm silent mean that you should do what you want because I'm not speaking on it. Maybe I'm not speaking on it because you wouldn't understand my point of view, or I don't know, it doesn't register in your head the way it does in mine. So sometimes when I'm silent, don't take it as permission to do what you want, because that's not where we're heading. That's not what we're doing. Number 6 is, if your opportunity doesn't exist, create it. And if your idea doesn't exist, create it. Meaning, if there's not an opportunity for you, then you can create your opportunity. If your ideas seem way out of bound and it seems like you're just imagining listen, imagination is a preview of life's forthcoming. Meaning your imagination is the greatest gift that you can get from God. Like, a lot of these things that we're doing is what someone imagined, and it's working. YouTube is somebody imagined that YouTube could have been a good thing for us, and it is. A touchscreen phone, someone imagined that we are going to have phones without buttons, and it's real. So if your opportunity or your idea doesn't exist, then create it. Don't be afraid, create it. Because you don't know if you're creating the next big thing. You don't know if you're creating a life-changing product, or if your idea is life-changing. So you have to do it. Just do it. If you imagine it, if you're thinking about it, because real things and some of the most awesome things that we have in our life right now came from someone's imagination. It came from someone's idea, that they created their idea so we can have what we have right now. So I feel like if your opportunity doesn't exist, or if your idea doesn't exist, then you should create it. The next one is, self-doubt will be your creative downfall. Why are we doubting ourselves? Why do we doubt ourselves? You have no reason to be doubting yourself if you feel like something is gonna work for you, or if you feel like that's what you need. Why doubt yourself? Why not just go for it? Don't doubt yourself. We should not doubt ourselves, guys, because that's going to be our creative downfall. I can tell you that I've doubted myself a few times, and I'm sure it was my creative downfall, because I was doubting myself. So don't doubt yourself, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it for it. Don't do it. Do not doubt yourself, because if you don't doubt yourself, you probably might be giving yourself one of the best ideas or one of the best things in your life, right? Number 8 is, it begins and ends in your mind, and what you give power to has power over you. That's true. And another thing is, with that, it's like you are responsible for your own healing. So it begins in your mind and it ends in your mind. So whatever you give power to, right? Whatever you give power to will have power over you. So if you should sit down and dwell on the past or someone hurting you, it's going to take you over. It's going to take you. It's gonna overtake you. Like, it's gonna just be this big thing in your life that's shadowing you, because you don't want to let it go. And in order to heal from the trauma that we've been through in our lives, we have to let things go. We have to let people be. We have to just live and let it go, let it be, and move on, move forward, because it makes no sense for us to be dwelling in the past. If you're trying to heal, then you're responsible for your own healing. Create, do something. Like, for me, I write. whenever I'm triggered or whenever I'm going through trauma, I write. I have a journal. I'm on my second journal this year, and it's only what, the 5th month of the year, so that means I write a lot. So if you feel like, you know, you can't talk to anybody, or you don't know how to like express yourself, or you don't know how to heal, maybe you should start writing. Maybe you should pick up a pen, get a journal and write, because that might help you, because you're responsible for your own healing. Nobody can heal you if you don't want to heal, if you don't let go and let God. Just let it go and heal, girl. Trust me. Number 9 is inhale the future and exhale the past. And I think that goes along with number 8 as well, because as I said, when you have trauma, you have to let it go. Exhale the past, inhale the future. Inhale the coming, the greatness that God has in store for you, and exhale all the bad stuff, all the bullshit that you've went through in your life that no longer serves you, so you can heal properly and become the best version of yourself. So number 10 is stop trying to prove yourself. And this is a big one for me. Stop trying to prove yourself. I stopped trying to prove myself a long time ago, when I realized that no matter what you do, it's just not good enough for people. It just isn't good enough for them. And why do I need to prove myself to somebody that I'm not good enough for? Or that thinks that I'm not good enough to, you know, do what I'm doing or have what I have. I don't feel like I should try to prove myself to anybody. If they don't see my worth, then that's on them, right? Number 11 is at your absolute best. And this is a good one. Even at your absolute best, you will not be good enough for the wrong person. Even at your absolute best, you will not be good enough for the wrong person. And I do not have to elaborate on that one, because it speaks highly for itself. We get it. Sometimes you're just not good enough for people. And that's fine. That is fine. That is fine. They will find somebody that they think is good enough for them. Vice versa. That's fine. Do not dwell on it. Sometimes at your absolute best, you're just not good enough for the wrong person. And that's okay. That is okay. Number 12 is you can't find happiness in other people. That's true. Happiness comes from within. If I'm not happy, I'm gonna feel like say somebody else are gonna make me happy, or it's not up to somebody else to make me happy. If me not happy, then that have to do with myself. Like, I need to get into what I got going on and be happy for me. I have to heal to be happy for me, because other people you won't be happy. Other people can't make you happy. You might feel like you're happy in the moment because you're around certain people, but then when you go home and you're by yourself, here comes the shadow of sadness and darkness all over again, because people does not make you happy. It takes for you to be good with yourself and be in tune with yourself to be happy. So with that one, I feel like it highly speaks for itself. Do not depend on people to make you happy. You're never going to be happy, because happiness comes from within. So number 13 is know exactly what you want and don't stop until you get it. Number 13 also speaks highly for itself. Know exactly what you want and go and get it, and never stop until you get it. If you know what you want, that's a start. If you know who you are and what you want, that's a big start. That's a big start. Head start. That's a huge head start. For you to know what you want, know who you are, and know where you're going, that's a big head start for anybody. For any one of us, even me. If you know exactly where you want to go and where you want to be, then What's to stop you? You're powerful. You are so powerful you don't even know. You are so powerful that you don't even know it. Yeah, you are. That's a lot. Trust me. Number 14 is 25, 30 years old is not a deadline. And I can tell you that because I just turned 30 years old. It's not a deadline. It doesn't mean that your dreams are not going to come true because you've reached a certain age. No. I'm 30 years old and I don't have a child, and I feel like I still want one. And if I want one, I'm going to get it, because my age is not a deadline on when I can have children. You know, if I want to go get a degree, I can, because my age doesn't define whether or not I can go get a degree or get a master's or get my doctorate. No, it doesn't. So stop putting a deadline on your age. Stop trying to put a deadline on your age. Trust me, don't do it. Number 15 is attention from the opposite sex. And this is a huge one for me. Attention from the opposite sex means absolutely nothing. And when I say that to say that you don't need the opposite sex for attention. You don't need the opposite sex to be showing you attention to feel loved. You don't need opposite sex to show you attention to feel cared for. You just don't. And that's a huge one. Number 16 is don't take things so personal. Because if they don't know you personally, why are you taking it so personal? You get what I'm saying? Don't take things so personal. Sometimes what people project on you is a reflection of themselves. And I can say that again. Whatever someone else projects on you is a reflection of their self. That does not have anything to do with you. And I would love for you to, when people project their anger or project their guilt or project their anything on you, to just tell them, listen, that's you. That's not me. That's not who I am. And please don't project your insecurities on me, because that has nothing to do with me. That's you. And keep that over there with yourself. Don't bring it over here because I don't need it. Simple. Don't bring it over here because I don't need it. All right? Number 17 is learn how to let things go. And in learning how to let things go, you have to forgive. You don't necessarily have to forget, but you have to forgive. And another thing is, when people say, oh, time heals all wounds, it doesn't. It does not heal all wounds. It doesn't at all heal wounds. Time doesn't heal wounds at all. If anything, 2 years from now, you can think that you've healed because, oh, time healed my wound, but something comes and it triggers you. Triggers you so bad that you go right back into that because you never really healed from it. Because time doesn't heal wounds. And I can tell you that by personally, like, I've lost people that I really loved, and it's been over 8 years and I'm still hurting. I still wake up in tears sometimes, wishing that I could call a person and say hi, or just hear their voice, or wishing that I had spent more time with them before they passed. So time doesn't heal wounds, and learn how to let things go, because it will be good for you. It will be very good for you. Number 18 is it's okay to change your mind. And I say this to say that if you want to change your mind, sweetheart, change your mind. If you started something and you feel like it's not what you want anymore, or you feel like it's not going how you planned for it to go anymore, or you feel like there's been some changes, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to just let it go, change your mind, start over, start from scratch. Get up, brush yourself off, start over. Just do it. And it's okay. and nobody should make you feel less than for changing your mind or doing something different because you don't see a result in whatever you're doing right now. So you change it to get a better result. And that's okay. And you shouldn't be ashamed of it either. It's okay. Number 19, girlies, is save your coins. Okay? Save your coins because you're going to need it. Sometimes your coins, you save your coins and your coins end up saving your life. You save your coins, and because you saved your coins, it ends up changing your life. So save your money. Find a saving strategy. For me, I use a budget binder, and I also save in envelopes. Save your coins. Save your money. Number 20 is slow down and smell the roses. And when I say slow down and smell the roses, I mean sometimes we get up and we just want to go because we feel like we need to go. And that's okay. That's okay. It means you're persistent. It means that you are driven. It means that you are dedicated. But sweetheart, sometimes you have to slow down and smell the roses. Sometimes you have to realize that what you're in now and the situation that you're in, the position that you're in now is it's something that you prayed for before. And you're sitting in it right now, and you're not realizing that you're sitting in it right now because you're so overwhelmed with going. Slow down, smell the roses, take a breather, relax, get yourself together, bring yourself together, like slow down, smell the roses, and everything, I feel like everything is gonna be okay. We are going to be okay. Yes, we are. So guys, that is 20 things that I've learned in my 20s. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bells to get notified when I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. Mwah.